Have you ever stopped to think about what a conversation truly is? Imagine every conversation you have as a tiny metal link. Every time you talk to someone, a new link is formed, and with every subsequent chat, that connection grows stronger. Throughout our daily lives, we constantly interact with strangers, the person serving your coffee, the driver taking you to your destination, or someone waiting alongside you. Through these countless interactions, we weave a massive worldwide web of human connection. Conversations are genuine adventures. They offer us entirely fresh perspectives, open closed doors, and ultimately define who we are as a human race. Every single person who holds a special place in your life today was once a complete stranger, someone whose name and story you knew nothing about until that very first interaction took place. Yet many of us hesitate to talk to strangers. We are often taught from a young age to keep our distance, but every stranger actually represents a unique opportunity, a chance to acquire new knowledge, encounter unfamiliar experiences, or listen to a story you have never heard before. When you find yourself in a room full of unfamiliar faces, seeing someone you would love to approach, that first word often gets stuck. You wonder what might happen if you speak up, but the truth is simple. The first word acts as a floodgate. Once you utter that initial greeting, everything else flows naturally. Keep it straightforward with a warm hello. Gather your positive energy, put on a genuine smile, and just say it. Another common obstacle is falling into the trap of endless, superficial small talk. How often do discussions get stuck in repetitive loops of asking how someone is, receiving a generic response, and wasting valuable time? To make a real connection, try bypassing routine, small talk, and instead ask a slightly more personal, engaging question. People are often far more willing to share than you might expect, provided you show curiosity. You can ask about the origin of someone's name or how long they have lived in a city. These questions prompt unique answers that instantly elevate the interaction beyond ordinary weather updates or superficial chatter. Beyond asking engaging questions, another powerful technique is to actively search for shared ground, or what we can call common threads. Nothing kills a developing interaction faster than immediate negativity or starting a discussion like an argument. When meeting someone new, make a conscious effort to discover the one thing you both have in common, whether it is your current location or shared preferences. Starting from that mutual point and expanding outward creates a powerful sense of alignment, making both individuals feel like they are on the same side. Furthermore, expressing appreciation through thoughtful communication can completely transform an interaction. People quickly develop an immunity to generic, overused words of praise that they hear constantly in daily life and online. Instead of relying on cliches, try constructing a compliment that is genuinely unique and specific to the individual. When a compliment is authentic and thoughtful, it leaves a lasting positive impression that people will remember long after the conversation has ended. Another effective way to deepen communication is to invite others to share their opinions. Everyone has viewpoints and a natural desire to have them validated, which opens up a rewarding two-way street for meaningful dialogue. However, a common mistake is asking questions that are overly complex, making the other person feel cornered or tested. Instead, keep initial topics accessible and general, such as asking for thoughts on a recent film or daily routines, and when someone shares their perspective, make sure you listen to understand rather than simply waiting for your turn to reply. True communication also requires us to be fully present. In a digital age where multitasking has become second nature, it is easy to nod along while simultaneously checking notifications or thinking about other tasks. When someone is trying to communicate with you, the least you can do is give them your undivided attention. Making consistent eye contact is where a tremendous amount of relational magic happens. It anchors both people in the present moment and demonstrates deep mutual respect. Finally, remember the importance of personal details. Remembering someone's name and repeating it back to them makes them feel genuinely valued. Beyond names, paying attention to the small details people share, such as their interests or future plans, shows that you care about their well-being. When you invest genuine interest in others, they naturally become invested in keeping the conversation vibrant. Ultimately, a conversation is much like reading a book. You have the freedom to explore any page, dive into any chapter, and engage for as long as you wish. Every single person around us is a rich, fascinating book waiting to be opened. In a modern world that increasingly boils down complex human lives into brief digital summaries and catchy headlines, we must remember that people are never mere abridged versions. We are entire, complex human stories, deserving of genuine attention and deeper understanding. So as you navigate through life, will you simply walk past and look at the titles, or will you choose to reach out, open a page, and start reading a story? Like and subscribe for more cognitive insights. Have a nice day.